Greetings. Well, greetings one and all. Now we've really got to do something different. So, imagine I'm walking down the road and somebody saw me with some Christmas stuff and said, June, are you dealing with that Babylon stuff? I said, really? I said, let me tell you something of old. I'm 50 and I do what I want to do. If I want to celebrate something called Christmas and Kwanzaa too, that is up to me. It's not up to you. But I didn't want to fuss and I didn't want to fight. All I wanted to talk about is how do we unite? Because the theme is unity. And what is that to you? And what is that to me? So have yourself a very Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa too. If you're celebrating, do what you want to do. So have yourself a very Merry Kwanzaa. And if you celebrate Christmas, it's entirely up to you. So anyway, I said it's all about reciprocity, the sharing between me and you and you. I learned that in anthropology so many years ago. But we take a moment to remember 4 little angels who have flown away. We are a village. So what hurts me hurts you. And that's how it's supposed to be. So moving on about unity and disunity. You see them take away some of my teeth, but they give me some back too. So that's unity. Because I can smile. Can we have new teeth too? So now this is a story about 2 brothers, or maybe 3. Unity. You knit me, unity. Think about it. As somebody said, English is not my first language, so I can do what I want to do. Now, this story may seem very strange, but it's really up to you to listen. You see, there were these 2 brothers that made a pact way before we knew what time was or what we call science, fiction, or facts. They were in the ether before we even have the concept of time or the thing we call life. So these 2 brothers, what can I say? So beautiful. But I'm going to tell you something that might have you in a bit of dismay. While the mother was pregnant, sometimes I might say me because I feel like it's part of my story too. While the mother was pregnant, the doctors did say, and you must take note of this, have you ever had twins? Well, anyway, as I said, the 2 brothers, one grew and one didn't grow. And we have some little ears, so just work with me a bit. So one baby didn't grow and one did. Push, push, and here came the baby. Beautiful, so sweet. Big, beautiful, diamond eyes. Nubian, a cutie, an African prince. Eyes so big, so gorgeous, like diamonds. Dimples big, hey, with a spectacular grin. Born to parents who truly loved him. But the parents didn't know just how wise this child was. He was astonishingly wild, in fact. Important point. Remember I told you prenatally, the gynecologist said, did you ever have twins? So the baby's here. And the mother's body after birth just kept pushing. Push, push, push. But she'd already given birth. Anyway, she'd gone to the bathroom. Push, push. And something else was born. But it didn't move. It wasn't formed. What was that? It was a gift that hadn't formed. A mass. Now listen, could that have been the twin? Anyway, the baby was born and he looked around. There was something that was clever deep in his crown. And he said, you know what? I'm not staying long on this mortal plane. So he had a talk with the creator. Them did chat about this and them did chat about that. So this little prince said, I want to go back. I'm not staying here. Please let me go back. So, as in African tradition, there was a negotiation with the creator. You see, he made a deal and he said, I will stay here on this mortal plane for only 4 months. So the pact was made. But at the very beginning, he did give his mother a little clue. For she did say to him, you're going to be my problem child. And the clue was he didn't latch that well too. Anyway, let me speed up a little bit because they've only give me 15 minutes. So please follow me carefully, really do. And if I pause and if I lose my train of thought, because we were supposed to be live, I was going to ask you to give me a clap. Not that kind of clap, but that kind of clap. But it's okay. Because it's about unity. You helping me. So, so you see, the story went on. And this child kept this pact. So after 4 months, and he stayed for an extra 2 weeks, and then he went to sleep. And the baby was gone. Gone to the creator, as he said he wanted to do. But the parents were so sad, and they didn't know what to do. So they packed their bags and they left their town, and they came to London because they had 2 other children, and they started a life anew. But they didn't move with a plan. They just picked up the pieces of their hearts and put them in a bag and pushed them as if they were in a cart. The mother, she was so sad. And she went to church all over the town. She prayed and she prayed. Come back, son, please. Come back. What did I do? Why did you go? Nobody can tell me. Does anybody know? Where's he's gone? And she pleaded and she begged and she talked to the creator. And she asked him, please bring him back. For this is the son. I miss him. Please come back. Well, we have to move on a little quickly. So you kind of get the gist. The baby's gone. And unity saved me. Because my parents, they got divorced. And that was a big heartbreak. But they always say there's a silver lining, come what may. So when the parents divorced, my mum came to London and she helped save me. The unity helped to knit me and my family too. Well, some years later, with some pushing and some pulling, some loving and some cuddling, another baby came. But hold on. The baby was just the same. The same diamond black eyes, the same beguiling smile, the same shape. Is this true? Had he come back? Is this a story or is this true? Anyway, when everybody came, they would say, but that's the same baby as before. But little did I know what would be the score. You see, that baby had so many ills and so many woes. He had so many troubles. They said he might not make it. He said he was so ill. Ambulance here, ambulance there, hospital. But Unity helped us to bring him to where he was supposed to be. But listen me now and listen me good. This young child, they counted him out. They said he had autism, all kind of ism and schism. They said he had fits. They had all kind of things on their list. But what they said, bring him to me. And that was the social services. They wanted me pick a knee. And I said no. But they said, bring him. And I said no. And I fought and I fought. But it wasn't just me. You see, I had my village. And we worked in what? Unity. My mother, the queen of the family, she would take him and hold him where I could not. She would take him to the shop, the parks, everything and whatnot. But they told me he wouldn't walk. They told me he might not talk. They told me he wouldn't clean himself. And I said, leave him to me. You see, I have a village and we work in unity. Unity. So as time went by, they did some things. Them people, them wicked people in their little system, they beat him, they hit him. They told him he was no good. They told him things that they never should. But because we've got young voices and some young people here, and we have to think about triggers, so have no fear. But read between the lines. When they took him for a day, thieves in the night did things too nasty to say. And he started to go down and down and down. Medication went up and up and up until I caught them with their dirty, nasty plot. You see, I had unity because other people were watching for me. They told me, keep my mouth shut. But did that work? Oh, no, not as such. So what did we do? We said, listen, baby, we love you. And you know what? You're going to talk, you're going to walk, you're going to do mighty things. And he told people, I want to be a fire engine. And people would laugh and groan and moan. I said, how can you be a fire engine? Oh, no. Mister, let me pick me alone. Let him alone. If he wants to be a fire engine, that's what he will be. Because that's not up to me, that is up to him. So one day, many years after, and he said to me, Mom, you know, I never wanted to really be a fire engine, but it was just so funny. So notice he could talk. Many years after he's growing up to be a man, hair on his face, chest broad. And I remember them telling me years ago, we've had a spitter and we've had a kicker, but we've never had a spitter, kicker, biter, pincher. What he used to do with me. Nina. Ambulance at the door, shaking and fidgeting and twitching. And you know what one person said to me? He's not going to make it. And I said, are you sure? I cried and cried till my eyes were dry. And I went to a friend who was older than me, from Jamaica, and he had such eloquency. Him said, "No bother with them, the people, them are Babylon." Him said, "Not any one of us can dead at any time." He said, "That's up to the divine." And from that day, I took a rest, and I believed in the Creator, because that was the best medicine for he. And then the social services, they said something else to me. Bring him to us again, and we will look after he. Do you think we let him go? Oh, no, no, no. Years go by, and he might not be able to read as we thought he would. But you know what happened just lately? He started to pick up a book with an African queen who had knowledge better than me, taught him to read, and now he's looking through books. This young man who they said could never be stands up strong and mighty with a heart full of empathy. This man can cook, he can clean, and the best of the story is he is now going to be a daddy. So the moral of the story is count nobody out. If you have a fear or a shadow of doubt, remember we're a village and we work in unity. But you see that first baby? This is he. His name is a Les, and his brother is a Niger. And a Niger is on this platform. And Niger is going to be a dad. He has a partner who is my friend as well now. So I give thanks to the Creator. And that's the story of unity.
Oh,
thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Wow, beautiful story.